Officer Dave, would you open the courtroom for us, please? Officer Dave, would you open the courtroom for us, please?
The state of Michigan 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge David S. Robinson Jr. presiding. Court is now in session. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Mr. Kim?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Mr. Schaffner?
Good morning, Your Honor.
You guys have 22-196-805, Acuity versus U.S. Refrigeration.
Yes, Your Honor. For the record again, Albert Kim, P70301, appearing on behalf of plaintiff in this matter.
Your Honor, Keith Schaffner, P41852, on behalf of the defendant.
All right, gentlemen, I signed your stipend order of dismissal this morning. You're all set. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Enjoy your weekend. Be safe.
Same to you. Be well.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. All right, this is case number 22-198-831, Ally Financial versus Will D. Houston. Could I have your appearances?
Yes, good morning, Judge. This is Natasha Dixon on behalf of the plaintiff. My B number is 82333.
Morning, Judge. Steve Reyna, P42423, appearing on behalf of Willa Dean Houston.
All right, guys, this is our third pretrial on this case. This is not a complicated matter. What's going on here?
Well, I think third time's the charm. If I can go ahead and update the judge,
Sure.
Ms. Dixon. The parties have worked out a settlement. A check is being sent by my client to the creditor's attorney so that we can enter an order of dismissal.
All right, when is that check sent?
Because my client's hard of hearing and because I've been sending stuff by mail, I sent the letter to tell her the information to send it like 2 days ago. So okay. long story short, we were talking about like maybe a control date like of July 28th just to make sure that everything's done, but it's really just a control date.
Then I'll adjourn the matter to July 28th.
And again, this is just with the understanding that if the case is closed by then, we're not even going to appear.
That works for you, Ms. Dixon?
Yes, Judge, that's fine. That is the due date. But like Mr. Reyna said, we likely will be receiving the check then. And then at that point, we'll be going ahead and after the funds clear, we'll go ahead and send a stipulation to dismiss to the court.
July 28th at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, Judge, I didn't want this record to close without complimenting Ms. Dixon on what a great attorney she's been to work with. She's just a delight. And if everybody on the other side of these cases was like her, I would be a much happier person.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, the fact of the matter is, Ms. Dixon, the approach that you are using is the most effective. This is a profession of aggressive individuals. everybody who gets run out because somebody's not nice to them, they've already gone home.
Mhm.
So you see all these aggressive bullying tactics, they're dysfunctional.
I agree.
They really are. Because everybody who's going to respond to that is already gone home. All that happens is when you treat me in an inappropriate fashion, instead of looking at your file every month, I look at your file every 2 weeks and generate some more paper for you. That's all that happens. So congratulations on your professionalism and keep on doing the good work. July
Well,
28th, 10 o'clock. Thanks
Thanks,
for coming
Judge.
in. Let's
All
be
right,
safe out here.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, what guys? Mr. Perry. Give Mr. Malma yesterday. 23788. Oh, okay. So this might be it here, right here. Kanan, didn't I see her? 7, 8. Ms. Kanar,
Good morning, Your Honor.
Mr. Norquist.
Good morning, Your Honor.
This is file number 23-142-778. This matter is entitled Evidence Insurance Manual Therapy versus Farmers Insurance. Could I have your appearances?
Yes, Your Honor. Jessica Kennard on behalf of the plaintiff, P number 82733.
Adam Nordquist on behalf of defendant farmers, P 83925.
All right, guys, this is our third pretrial on this PIP case? What's going on here?
We have settled.
I'm sorry. Sound like you had good news for me. Tell me again.
We have settled. We're waiting for your documents to get prepared, but the case has settled.
All right, then what I will do is I will give you an August 4th pretrial date to keep the file and moving. I don't expect to see you by that date. By August 4th, you should be able to get things closed and move on to bigger and better things. Okay? So I'm
Thank
going
you.
to send you out an order for a pretrial August 4th. Make sure I get your closing documents well before then, so you won't have to waste your time coming to me, tell me that not only have you settled, that you just stopped by to say hello. Happy Friday. Thanks for coming in.
You as well.
Thank you, Your Honor. Take care.
Be safe out here. All right. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Judge.
We are on the record. This is file number 22-198-183, Credit Union 1 versus Marcus Bynes. Could I have your appearances, please?
Good morning, Judge Andrew Perry, P69402 on behalf of plaintiff.
And what is your name, sir?
Marcus Bynes and Persona.
All right, this matter is before the court today on the motion to reopen the case. Did you file an answer to this motion to reopen, Mr. Bynes?
I did not.
Counsel, your motion.
Judge, this is our request to set aside the dismissal and reinstate the case. Service was effectuated prior to the expiration of the summons, but prior to the entry of a default judgment, the case was dismissed. We're requesting that the court set aside the dismissal and reinstate the case.
Mr. Bynes, did you want to be heard on this despite the fact that you did not bother to file an answer?
Yes, please, sir. Please, court. I just received this Zoom meeting. But to my knowledge, I had paid the credit union for the car. One meeting, and I'm just stating why. The credit union, I was late on a payment, and they charged me a whole nother payment. And what is because I was late? So I think that the credit union is actually unjustly enriching itself. Because why would you charge a whole nother payment? Because I was late, and then I paid late payment. So I went down on a 9 Mile in Ferndale and spoke with the lady once before. And she said, oh, that's our policy. That's not a contract to charge me a whole nother payment because
All right, gentlemen, this is what I'm going to do. The unopposed motion to reinstate the case is granted. The file will be set for pretrial. The pretrial will be August 4th at 10 o'clock. And I will open your written discovery at this time.
August 4th at 10 a.m. discovery's open.
Written discovery is open, correct?
Oh, written discovery. Thank you, Judge.
Anything else, gentlemen?
No, Judge.
Now, Mr. Bynes, is it your intention to represent yourself in this matter?
Because I'm without tried to file to try to get a court appointed, but other than that,
You can't get a court appointed lawyer in civil matters, sir. That's only criminal cases.
okay, yes. I file a motion. Do I have to be in court?
Sir, you weren't listening to me. You don't get their court appointed lawyers are only in criminal cases.
Yes, sir.
It's not a criminal case.
Yes, sir.
All right, gentlemen, August 4th, 10 o'clock, your written discovery is open.
Thank you, Judge.
The motion to reinstate, which is unopposed, is granted.
There is a proposed order attached to the motion, Judge.
I'll just mark it up.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Good morning, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good.
What file are you here on today?
This is Michigan Schools at, oh, nope, it's not, sorry. One Detroit Credit Union.
Okay. And you've got the plaintiff?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
I believe it's just a motion to set aside dismissal.
Yeah. Okay. I've got one more matter to check in. I'll be right back to you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Good morning.
Morning, Your Honor.
What file are you here on?
I'm here for Briggs Realty versus Christopher Kelly.
And who do you have?
I have plaintiff. I'm standing in for Zachary Chewy.
Okay. I had your other side. I think he went somewhere else. I'll get back to you.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
We are on the record calling file number 22-198497. The file is entitled One Detroit Credit Union versus Tertisa, Sturtevant. By a notice dated June 20, 2023, and sent to the parties on that date. This matter is scheduled for hearing today at 10 o'clock on the plaintiff's motion to set aside a dismissal. It's now 10:20. Could I have your appearance, please?
Your Honor, Michael T. Mammoth, P81102 on behalf of plaintiff.
Sir, have you received any pleadings from the defendant in regard to your motion?
I have not, Your Honor.
Sir, please proceed with your motion.
Your Honor, plaintiff's complaint was filed on or about November 14th. The defendant was served via alternate service on March 8th, and that included tacking, certified mail, and first class mail. The defendants failed, refused, or neglected to answer. However, the court did before replying or before entering plaintiff's default request, dismiss the case. However, our default request was submitted timely. We just never got a copy back from the court. It's been more than 28 days since the defendant was served. We would ask that the dismissal be set aside and just the default be entered, so we may notify the defendant of the default.
I'm looking at the file here. The reason your default was not entered is that because you failed to provide the SCRA status report along with your requested default.
Oh,
I'm required to have that in the file before entering a judgment or a default. That's why you didn't. And then we sent you a notice of intent to dismiss on May 25th, but for some reason or other, we also dismissed it on that day. So had we not done that, I would not reinstate the case. It's your obligation to provide that SCRA status report, and you provided only half of the requirements. I'm satisfied that you had indeed complied with the terms of the order regarding alternate service, but that's not enough. I need the default and the SCRA status report. Your unopposed motion to set aside the dismissal will therefore be granted. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set the, enter your order, setting aside dismissal, and I'll look forward to your proposed default in this matter.
thank you very much, Your Honor. Have a great day,
sir. Thank
Have a
you
good weekend.
for coming in. Be safe.
You as well. Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right. Mr. Dupai, I don't have a Luis Garcia today.
Oh, I apologize. I just got out of another hearing. I'm here on behalf of Christopher Briggs or Christopher Kelly.
Oh, okay. Then I have both sides. This is file number 22-178360 Briggs Realty PLC versus Christopher Kelly. Appearances, gentlemen.
Morning, Your Honor. Dakota Hoffman, P 84527 on behalf of plaintiff, standing in for the attorney of record, Zachary Chewy.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kyle Dupuy on behalf of Mr. Kelly, P 72892.
All right, gentlemen, where are we on this file? We had case evaluations, I recall.
Yeah, we've reached a settlement, Your Honor.
Okay, tell me about it.
My client is to pay Mr. Briggs $700 in settlement of all claims.
And when is that to be done?
I don't think we've set a deadline.
Your Honor, my understanding is we're still going back and forth on a couple of the terms. The amount has been decided on, but we have maybe one or two terms to work
So
out.
we're still playing lawyer games, but we know the case is over.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Then I'm gonna dismiss the matter without prejudice. Looking forward to your closing documents. Anything else, gentlemen?
No.
Your Honor, I would ask that you keep the matter open for until we get the settlement agreement at this point.
This case is older than dirt now. The case is over. I'm not gonna keep carrying it on my docket. If your settlement blows up, somebody file a motion and we'll move on.
Okay.
Two lawyers telling me they got a settled case, they got a dollar amount, and all that's happening now is lawyer games. I want this common, no, I want it semicolon. That's all that's going on now. Let's get it done, gentlemen.
All right, Judge, thank you.
Thank you.
For coming in. Let's be safe.
You as well.
You as well.
Bye-bye. That's going to conclude our morning docket.